Hey guys, it's me, Christina Marie. I wanted to show you guys how to color extremely stubborn gray hair and the best techniques and the best tips to color your hair. So let's get started. Let's do coloring 101 for those stubborn grays. Okay, so you obviously will need some gloves. Now this is optional. You can wear, I like the capes because you can just kind of take it off real quick. Okay, so if your hair is very dirty, that is the best time to color it because your scalp won't get any irritation. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my hair is like filthy dirty, and I know you guys can see my grays on camera. This year, they just came out of the woodworks. They are everywhere. You guys can see right there. But why do it when your hair is very, very dirty? Because all those oils on your scalp kind of give you a barrier of avoiding scalp for avoiding scalp irritation. Okay, so I actually do different. I know I am a professional hairdresser, okay, and I know I get a lot of hate mail from you hairdressers out there, but every hairdresser has their own techniques. This is what works best for me, and this is what I do for myself at home, because obviously I don't have another set of hands and I can't see in the back of my head. So what I do is I take a cream, okay, we have a cream color. I got in the 2NN right here. You will mix equal portions, your color to your developer. If you are coloring stubborn gray, you do want a 20 volume developer. A lot of people say, well, you're just depositing color. No, yes I am. I'm just depositing color on top of those grays, but they're so stubborn I need to lift it and then deposit it, if that makes sense. I need to open the cuticle and then deposit it, because that's what a higher volume developer does. Okay, so I have my cream. I mixed equal portions with my brush, make sure that it's nice and creamy. Now, here's the trick. I also have a liquid, and I'm going to mix equal portions. Now, if you're going to color your hair with just a liquid, in my experience, the liquid does not work as well as the cream, because the brush will actually rough up your cuticle. So you guys can see there is 2 ounces. Now I will take 2 ounces of the 20 volume cream developer, making it 4 ounces. One more thing that you must do if you are coloring gray is you must get the double letters. So I'm doing a neutral color on my hair. So this is a 4NN neutral, and this is a 2NN neutral. What that means is that it just has double pigmentation in it, which is going to give you more color in order to cover those stubborn gray hairs. Okay, cover the top and shake it up. Another note is when you wash your hair, we're gonna leave this on for 45 minutes. When we wash our hair, we wash it with the gloves on, because this type of color will totally stain your hands. So let's get started. What I do is I always start with the hairline, because this is what shows the most. And you're gonna drip like that. Yes, you are. So put it just a little bit in the back of the hairline so you don't drip on your forehead like I did. And I'm just pushing it in, drawing it on, as you guys can see, and then pushing it in like this. I will split the hair, and I'm also pushing the color right on. And I go all the way back. You can feel the color going onto your scalp right in the center. There we go. We split the hair. We're adding color. Okay, now I just kind of run it like this. I do 1/2 inch, actually less than 1/2 inch. And I run lines that go all the way from the top to the back. Lines that go from the top to the back. Now, no, I'm not sectioning off my hair like I would do if I was doing this in a salon on somebody, because it's much more difficult to section off your own hair and then get in the back of your scalp. So this is exactly how I do it. So I push the product and then I run it in these lines. And you can honestly truly feel that the color is coming out and touching the scalp. What I do is I kind of take my fingers and I just massage that all in. And I'm gonna run it on the outside right here. You guys can see. On the hairline as well. Pushing it back and massaging it in. Then I'm going to repeat it all over, just adding extra liquid, doing the stripes all the way back. And we're going to get the brush with the color. And we're gonna do the same thing on top. But as we're doing this, same thing as far as going in those sections. But as we're doing this, we're gonna lay it on, right? And then we're gonna hold the hair down, go back and kind of rough it up this way. So moving the brush, not this way, but forward and back. And this is roughing up that cuticle, reassuring that those grays are going to color. Taking the end of the brush, going to the next section. Coloring it, pushing it down, and then holding the hair down and roughing it up. Now, don't forget to go on top of the hairline with the cream as well, and doing the same exact thing. Just picking up that hair, holding it back, and then kind of making a mess here. Now you guys can see obviously why I recommend your hair being very, very dirty, because to cover the grays accurately, you will rough up your hair, also kind of like scratching onto the scalp, which can cause irritation, but I'm not feeling any irritation because I have a lot of buildup on my scalp. So I'm gonna repeat the same thing on this side. Now you need to keep in mind that a lot of women pick up their hair like this, and this is what we're gonna actually do to make sure, to reassure that we're not missing any. This is actually kind of the section that a hairdresser will do when she is coloring your hair. So you're gonna pick up the portion right here on the sides, right by your ear, right in front of your ear, and you're gonna pull this whole section forward. You guys can see the section right here. And I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna fill in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and color it where you feel the hair is parted. Now split the hair all the way down in the back, pull it forward, and go ahead and feel and do the same exact thing at the roots. Down, we have roughed up the cuticle. We're gonna go back again with what we have of the liquid and do the same exact thing. If you have a little bit of extra liquid left over, you do wanna keep a little bit, because we're gonna run that all over through the hair with a little bit of water later, and it's going to kind of tone the whole thing down. It's not gonna be like one solid color, because one solid color is not natural. Oh, my bad. We are massaging into the scalp. So what I'm saying is we're gonna put a little bit of water in whatever liquid we have left. After the 45 minutes, we get in the shower, we're gonna water that down and pour it all over. And what's it gonna do is it's gonna take any of your lighter strands at the end of your hair and just give them a hint of color, because the lighter strands, you guys can see, are always a little bit light. The end of the hair is always a little bit lighter than the top of the hair. Just give these just a little boost of color, but not too much. So we're just going to massage, making sure that we're mixing the cream and the liquid together. Especially massage those parts that are very stubborn. Now let's do our eyebrows. I don't know about you guys, but I get gray hairs in my eyebrows now. So I'm gonna take some some cream, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid in it. See, when it oxidizes, it turns really, really dark. I'm gonna mix this with an angled brush here. It's just an eyebrow angled brush. Mix this together, these two colors. just so you guys know, I will only leave my eyebrows on for 30 minutes. Just because I don't want them to be as dark as my hair. If you want them super dark, then leave them on a little bit longer. When you take these off, you wipe it off first with a cotton swab going in the upward motion so you do not push any of this product into your eyes. Rinsed off my hands, got a black towel to rub the gloves dry on. And now, actually I didn't have Dawn dishwashing soap, but I do have the Palm Olive. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on the skin, on those areas that we have stained our skin. I don't wanna wash my hair and then have this like huge line and all of this stuff showing on my skin after I've already washed my hair. You cannot dilute this, guys. Like, this trick will not work if you dilute it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the dishwashing soap, right? And you're gonna massage it in the areas, on the areas that have the color on your, the colors on your skin. You know what I mean? I think I said that wrong. You're gonna massage it on top of that color. But I really don't wanna be touching onto the hair because it will remove the color from the hair. So this is just going on the skin. And it does not work if you've already washed your hair. That was a big question in my other video that I did about this. If you have washed your hair and you stained your skin, this will not work. It only works while you're coloring your hair, while that color is on your skin oxidizing. I'm gonna paint on this dish soap around the areas I don't want to be colored as well for my eyebrows. So like this eyebrow kind of goes straight and then it goes up and it's like this kink with the color. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna fix that with this soap. Now you guys see the line is straight and the color will not stain my skin right there. Shoot, I lost track of time and I forgot I was supposed to take off my eyebrows. My hair color has been on for 40 minutes already. So let's go ahead and take it off. We're gonna go up, and this is just a wet cotton ball, and we're going to remove the eyebrows. And it's not soaking wet. I wet it and then wrung it out. I'm gonna rub back and forth. And you guys can see how it stained them, but it stained them nicely. Now, I normally don't like it, once again, this dark, but they still look good. And since it's wet, it's kind of grabbing that soap and just washing them. Almost got that soap in my eye. Okay, I'm gonna take you to the shower with me now. So I only had 2 ounces left of the solution, and I put 2 more ounces now in here of water to dilute it. I'm gonna shake this up and use this in a second. Okay, so I'm in the shower. I just kept the cape on because the cape needs to be rinsed off anyways. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet my hair. I am not going to shampoo it yet, but I'm going to get the majority of this color out. Once you get the majority of the color out, you're gonna take this solution and just run it through everywhere and then leave it on for 5 minutes and then wash your hair, shampoo your hair, condition twice. Okay, the moment of truth is here. But before we get to the hair, can we just admire how freaking awesome my eyebrows look? I normally don't leave them on to go this dark, but what do you guys think? Don't they look so, so good? Look at this. I think I put the soap a little bit too far over, and I think that's why this is lighter right there. But I think if I wouldn't have put the soap so much there, that it would have been a little bit darker. That's fine. My eyebrows look great. You can see the color is not on. Ooh, is there color on my skin? Yeah, there's a little bit, but look, it's within the hairline, so I did not actually put the soap right there. I should have pushed it up a little bit more. But look at that. Everywhere I put the soap, there's no color. So, like I was saying, if I had tighter gloves, I could have been more accurate. You know, I should have just taken like a makeup brush and brushed it in like that, because I see I missed a little spot there. And I did not take the soap there because that's where my hairline is. Anyways, if you put the soap on top of your hair, obviously it's gonna take out the dye, and I didn't wanna do that. But I don't have a super, super harsh line. Let me go ahead and pull my hair down. Let me comb through it real quick. I'm gonna put I always use this. This is why my hair, I honestly think, is so healthy. It's the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum. I do this every time I get out of the shower, and it's kind of like the most awesome detangler ever. Let's comb through it real quick, and then we can part it and see if any of those grays are showing. Look at that. So easy to comb through. Now, let's part. No gray. Like, this technique actually really, really works. If I come to the ends of my hair, they are still lighter. They are still lighter. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera. Not so much. I can tell. They're still lighter than my roots, but they have more color to them. So this is the best way, honestly, God honest truth, that I can think of coloring those gray hairs. It works for me, and mine are extremely stubborn. It will work for you if you follow this video step by step. One important thing that I did forget to mention is that when you rinse your hair, you want to rinse it as cold as you can take it, as cold as possible, because what it will do, it will shock that cuticle and it will close up really, really quick. And what that's doing is locking that color into your hair. The hotter the water is, the more color that comes out of your hair. So that is the best tip I could give you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, little subscribe button, and the tiny little bell next to it for notifications of new videos. Oh, and leave me a comment. I'm Christina Marie. I'm out. Bye.